Season 2 of the first K-Creature series, Sweet Home, is finally bringing viewers back to the world of monsters and mayhem after 3 long years. Sweet Home 2 is going to venture outside the boundaries of the Green Home and into the show's growing world, bringing with it new characters and, naturally, a fresh set of issues. The main character, Cha Hyun-soo, Song Kang, and the other Green Home residents must get ready for a wide range of unearthly creatures and enigmatic events as they negotiate the perils outside of their comfort zones. There is only one option: survival. A Time Called You, Ballerina the Glory, and many other Korean TV shows and movies have been topping the charts on streaming services. This South Korean thriller series ought to be your next Netflix binge if you like Squid Game. Without further ado, here is everything we currently know about Sweet Home Season 3. According to fans on X Twitter, Netflix's updated page for Sweet Home revealed Season 3 is expected to premiere in summer 2024. Monsters are the vaccine against mankind, which is a virus. The eerie narrative of Dr. Lim establishes the mood in Sweet Home 2, a sudden and severe outbreak of monsterization that has caused the entire globe to collapse. Living with the terrifying knowledge that anyone can become a monster at any time, people start to be wary of one another for fear of contracting the infection. Following the events of Sweet Home Season 2, the people of Green Home were able to flee for their lives and take sanctuary in the stadium, which now acts as a new community for those who have survived. Sweet Home Season 2 raises questions about who the true monster is, even though we can anticipate a few enhanced monsters. In the end, desires that are driven by suspicion and terror are no less terrible as the ferocious creatures that hunt people down. The survivors' complicated interests will be further explored in the forthcoming season, which will ultimately drive them apart and into more conflict. Ultimately, the second season of Sweet Home illustrates how brittle human nature can be, particularly when lives are involved. When Hyun-soo returns to Sweet Home Season 2, he finds himself taken to an unidentified place and placed in a cage. When the main protagonist hears a voice informing him that Hyun-soo is expected, he inquires as to what he needs to do. Can Hyun-soo be relied upon to keep everyone safe from the craziness, as survivors struggle with the ongoing threat of monsterization and monster organizations? Or is he actually a part of this terrifying nightmare? The main location for the events of Season 2 is a dilapidated baseball stadium, where survivors have become stuck after leaving the safety of the Green Home. In the middle of the area's wreckage, survivors have banded together to create their own tiny village. But disputes occur, forcing everyone to remain alert and on their toes. They must fight the inner demons of their desires in addition to the outside creatures that pose a threat to their existence. Sweet Home, which is based on the hugely popular webtoon of the same name, debuted globally on Netflix in December 2020. Cha Hyun-soo, a problematic high school student who moved to a new apartment building called Green Home, was the focus of Season 1. The unexpected occurs in the midst of his personal crisis. People are turning into monsters. Hyun-soo must confront the risks in order to save others after coming out of his shell.